in another coffee shop because that's what we do now. We just go hang out in coffee shops. This one, however, Honest Roasters, you know, it's a little different. That way we don't see all the same people at the same time, although we kind of do see a lot of the same people. Anyway, this one's downtown. It's very nice and pretty chill. It does get a little loud here sometimes though, but that's okay, because that's what these are for.
Okay, confession time. That back there is Honest Coffee Roasters. If I am being honest with you though, I'm not wearing the same shirt, and neither are you, from earlier in this video. And that's because it is a different day. It's very much a different day. That was a few days ago.
We're downtown though.
We're still downtown. And
actually haven't left. So we've just been sleeping in our car.
Yeah, that was all we filmed that day, and we just wanted to kind of continue the flow of thought from that day. What you just saw was a bunch of rebranding for Anna's Etsy, as well as just Anna's channel and Anna herself.
I'm being branded, guys.
She is. According to Anna, is being rebranded, I guess you could say. And that was kind of the process of how a logo or a mark is made. You know, sketching out ideas. Anna had a bunch of ideas. We took a photograph, high resolution, and put it into the computer.
Which I'm so proud and impressed that we did that. Like, we didn't consult anyone, like we came up with that.
Yeah.
You kind of built off of my little sketch, my rinky-dink little sketch.
Nah.
Like, it was really neat, and it was neat to watch him.
Yeah, make it into a vector file and add some color to it and everything, and then just put other branding elements around it. So that's kind of hopefully what we're going to use going forward. We've used it in a bunch of places already, and we've got a few other ideas too for like her Etsy shop. We've already implemented those as well. The banner, I think some of you have probably seen it if you've been to her shop. Yeah. So anyway, it's just exciting. That being said, there's some other things that we're going to change up too, like kind of just the whole content and flow of her channel.
Yeah.
So, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're gonna just enjoy the downtown area for just a little bit. So kind of going off of the last vlog you guys just saw, I've measured out on Google how far it would be for me to like run from a few available houses on Zillow down to Clinton Row, I guess, where Honest is. Man, it's just so tempting just to daydream like that, to think about houses down here, but
you'd have to hear that every day.
You would. And houses down here are pretty expensive if you get something that's bigger than, or something like we currently have that we're renting.
Oh, yeah, no, you'd have to downsize.
Yeah.
A lot, quite a bit.
Have to downsize quite a bit. But the thought too is that if we are debt free sometime in the future, you know, maybe we'd be able to save up for a down payment. It would be easier to get in a house that's maybe a little bit pricier. Oh, and I just want to be clear about something. I'm not talking about us living in one of these homes like 2 steps from downtown. No, the one I'm talking about is like a mile out that way.
Yeah.
And they're more like...
These are like $1 million homes because they're so close to downtown.
Yeah. Ours would be more like an actual starter home, you know, 2-bedroom.
Maybe 1,000 square feet, like really tiny.
Yeah. There's no way we could afford anything. Like, I mean, this is like I'm retiring and I've worked all my life,
but
and I've got this home.
so majestic.
Oh yeah. Oh,
The front porches. Oh, melts my heart.
they're beautiful. Utterly beautiful.
Wow.
If you live in one of these homes and you see your house as we're passing it, feel free to invite us over for dinner.
Yeah, we'll be your friend.
We'd love to talk.
Just, you know.
Especially if you have a pool.
Oh, yeah. We'll be anyone's friend with a pool.
We're not going to just use you for your house either. We actually will strike up real friendship conversations with you.
Yes. We'll talk politics and religion with you if you'd like.
Maybe just religion. We're better at that. Politics is not my thing. So this is the fun part of the vlog where I tell Anna that I forged her name and signature on some loans and bought us a house down here.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
I mean, I'll make it work.
I wish it was true. I'm just kidding, guys. That would be really cool though. I don't think I could do that ever to her. That would just, first off, to forge her name, no, I just wouldn't do that.
The forgery wouldn't even bother me that much. It would be the fact that you picked out and bought a house and I didn't get a say in it. That would be crushing. I'd forgive the forgery offense. No problem. Wouldn't even tell anyone about it.
We are back home from our gallivanting downtown. Guys, I've got a little bit of explaining to do. So this right here is my penny board. Everybody who watches this vlog has probably seen this little guy. I primarily just cruise with it, you know, like just get from one place to the other. So I don't really need to know how to do much more than just, you know, ride it pretty well. I have ran into a problem though. There are times when there are bumps in the road or even the sidewalk, and I either will hit them and go flying, or I have to get off the board and move around them or something, which is really not that big of a deal. However, I want to advance and I want to get further skateboarding, more comfortable skateboarding, and I would love to be able just to do a simple hop over those cracks. This is known as an ollie in the skateboarding terminology. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. I have since tried to ollie on this thing, learn how to ollie. The problem with it, as most of you know, is that it flexes and bends. Most people get just a regular trick skateboard when they learn how to ollie. So I decided to get one. I know! Crazy, right? Well, sort of. I found a used one for $15. And I know what you're thinking, a used skateboard for $15? No. I went through and looked at all the parts. They were all legit parts. Like this board was used for a long time as a trick skateboard for someone, and there's a lot of like pro parts on it. When I say pro, I just mean that like they're not the bottom of the barrel. So let me introduce you to my new old skateboard. Look at how beaten up it is. That right there should tell you that this guy did a bunch of tricks and stuff on it. And look at all the anyway, it's really old. In fact, it is so old that it just falls apart. No, I'm kidding. It did not just fall apart magically right now. I took it apart, actually. I've been working on this board for the last few days. Guys, it doesn't roll as well as I was hoping it would. In fact, like my penny board puts it to shame. I figured out that these bearings that were in here had some dirt and grit in them. So I pulled out the bearings from the wheels and I cleaned them. In the process of putting them back on, however, on these nasty old trucks, but they're independent trucks. These are good trucks. This is what the truck end is supposed to look like, the axle, where you put on the wheel like so, and then you put a axle nut on the end of that. In removing and replacing it, look at the top of that right there. See how there's a groove? I legit stripped it. I know it was probably my fault, but it was stripped. It was just eaten up. It was bad. That and the bushings, which are the cushions that allow the trucks to move and sway back and forth, they were destroyed. I mean, look at that. That is so gross and nasty. It's not supposed to look like that at all. I mean, that has a little bit more shape. That one, it's supposed to have that right there. And I mean, look at how that one's cut into. Yeah, it was time for a replacement. That and a bunch of the other hardware was rusted and stuff. Looks like the guy who had been riding the skateboard was riding through the rain or water or something. So, got new trucks. Yeah! I just picked these up. I have Frankensteined this board together to the point that the only thing that is remainder from the original board that I bought used is this right here. The bearings are the same, the wheels are the same, the board or the deck itself is the same. And I guess the grip tape if you want to get technical. Got new trucks, new hardware, new bushings on there. Yeah. And if those bearings are bad as well, I also have different bearings that I can put on there that are new, that I'm just trying to get this board to where it rolls properly so I can use it and get used to it, comfortable, and learn how to ollie. That's the biggest goal here, is to learn how to ollie and get comfortable riding a skateboard that doesn't bend. And for those of you who are worried that I'm gonna hurt myself, I have knee pads, elbow pads, and wrist guard, plus a helmet. I am going to be safe. And these guys right here, which cover your wheel and do not allow you to roll away or the board to roll out from underneath. I'm taking a lot of precaution here. I know my age. I know my work depends on my wrists. I'm going to be safe. I just want to learn how to ollie. Now that said, I will fall. Anyway, I'm going to put this board together. It's done, look at it. I mean, okay, so it actually looks pretty beat up, I guess. I mean, it's not a new skateboard, guys. The only real issue with this is the fact that it is completely dark outside. And that makes me so sad because I just finished putting this board together and like what it's supposed to be. So I think I'm just gonna turn on our front house lights and skate on the concrete that's right in front of our house. Just for a second, just to make sure it rolls okay and everything. Okay, so I'm in front of our house and there's like a little concrete path here. I'm just gonna skate back and forth on it just to see if it like legit skates. Last time I skated, it would roll, but it was really slow. It just wasn't as good. So hopefully doing all these improvements to it is gonna make it actually skatable and usable. That felt pretty good. I think it all worked. It feels pretty good, guys. I'm excited about it. It feels so different being on a real board. One that is steady and stable, and yet like when you place your feet on it like you would a penny board, it wants to slip out from underneath you because I'm just not used to it. I'm really excited for tomorrow because I'll get to try it out in the street in daylight. I may go try it real quick in the street. Don't tell Anna. It's still hard to tell if this is like a drastic improvement, but it feels really great compared to before. So I'm gonna say that it's definitely an improvement from what it was. I'm excited to try it out when I can actually see what I'm riding though. Anna, what have you been up to?
Painting pumpkins, actually.
Oh!
It's a very strange thing to do on August 2nd.
Yeah, does it feel weird?
It feels very weird. It feels like I really shouldn't be doing it. All of nature is saying, do you know it's 80-something degrees outside?
That looks pretty cool though.
I know, I think it's gonna be good. It's for a print, obviously, while I'm on canvas paper. It's for,
print only.
Yeah, this is gonna be print. So I'm not gonna sell the original, but it's better for you because it'll be cheaper than a canvas. I think it's gonna turn out good.
I'm excited to see it too, babe.
Thanks.
I've been really thrilled with everything with Anna's Etsy store. I mean, it's really exciting to see her enthusiasm, all the different pieces that she's been putting up, plus working on the like rebranding and the designs with her. It's just been so much fun. Like we did her logo, we did a few banners, one for like Facebook and then the Etsy store, as well as her actual YouTube channel, and we may have ordered something today.
I can't wait to see them. I ordered my very first business cards.
Woohoo!
Yes.
So guys, that's it. That's our day today, as well as our day a few days ago, I guess. But either way, it's really exciting. All the stuff that's happening, the changes, the new branding, the skate. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed your ride, and if you have, then leave a comment down below. Tell us, am I too old to be skateboarding? No, don't tell me, because I know what you're gonna say. Yes, I am too old to be skateboarding. Tell us what you think about Anna's logo and stuff like that. That's a better thing to talk about than me possibly hurting myself. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll talk to you guys soon. We love you guys. God bless. Oh, and enjoy the ride.